Now viewers, with the United States imposing tariffs on Indian goods, Russia has announced that it will open its market for Indian exports. The Russian embassy has condemned US pressure on India regarding purchase of Russian oil, asserting that it disrupts global supply chains and threatens energy security for developing nations. Characterizing such actions by the US administration as unjust and neocolonial. Let's in fact cut across to the ongoing press briefing of the Russian embassy.
Force and a center of gravity for those who are seeking a mutually beneficial cooperation grounded in respect for sovereignty and diversity. Coming back to the what we have started with, the BRICS has proved itself as a trusted platform to talk about the global developments and regional problems. And we have developed a very robust coordination on and within the important leading platforms such as United Nations, G20 or FATF and others. While the challenges ahead are considerable, our collective potential forms a solid foundation to address the complexities of the 21st century, to promote the truly multipolar cooperation from which all our countries will benefit. Thank you. Next, please. G. Bhai.
Sir, Sridhar from the Asian Age and Geopolitical. Thanks for taking my question. So just, we have seen the White House and the senior functionaries of the Trump administration making very vitriolic statements against India for importing Russian oil. And the main logic for that, according to them, is that they wanted to put pressure on Russia. And by taking one of the big clients out. This has this figured in the conversation between Russia and the US. We have just seen the summit, and though the main issue was the Ukraine conflict, but the very fact that the aim seems to be to put economic pressure on Russia. So have you taken up this matter with the US, and also have these conversations figured between the two countries? President Putin spoke twice this month to PM Modi. So how do you see this playing out? Do you see the Indian imports continuing, or do you think that you will take up this issue with Washington? Thank you.
Thank you, Sridharji. Well, leaders are not limited in their conversation between themselves, so they touch upon all the issues which are currently of a vital importance. We cannot exclude that everything has been touched upon. I haven't seen official readout in their official readouts that these topics were specifically discussed. Maybe they were just not mentioned because, according to some media reports, the Trump has decided to postpone imposing sanctions on India, additional 25%. I mean, just the tariffs, right? So, generally speaking, our take is that any kind of a trade protectionism policy provokes disputes and instability in the global trade, as well as violation of the most favored nation principles of the WTO. So, if the Indian goods are facing difficulties entering the US market, the Russian market is, would welcome Indian imports to the most extent possible. So don't worry about that. So as far as energy is concerned, indeed, so well, we see that actually that would be quite detrimental to the global economic stability and energy security. As we discussed before, Russia is the largest producer of oil. India is the largest consumer. Any kind of unilateral actions lead to disruptions in supply chains, leads to imbalance in pricing policies. So it would potentially lead to price hikes and destabilization of global markets and endangering energy security of developing countries, first of all. Moreover, let's keep in mind, as per the Russian experience, so if hypothetically India refuses from the Russian oil, it will not lead to the equal cooperation and mutually beneficial cooperation with the West in general, because it is not in the Western nature, which was clearly demonstrated in recent years. So they behave like neocolonial powers, just exploiting and just thinking about benefit for themselves. So we can just agree that this pressure is unjustified and just indeed quite unilateral. Another observation is that a lot of pressure comes from the European Union. And as far as our estimates is concerned, the recent package of sanctions against Russia from the European Union, the 18th one, would not have much impact on the Russian oil trade, because during the recent years we have been able to significantly reduce our dependence on the services in this regard which the European Union is providing.
And also, main thing here that there is no alternative to Russian crude oil, because our crude oil is very competitive in price, and besides that, such volume really is significant. That is why practically it's very, very profitable for India due to price which we propose, and it's billions. It means that profit is very high. Profit is very high for the country. And in such situation, I suppose the government, Indian government, absolutely understand that there is no chance. There is no chance to change for any other suppliers.
This is Naveen Kapoor from ANI. How are you? Sir, India is singled out on this issue, on the secondary tariffs. How do you look at it? India is punished for buying Russian oil, and they are saying that India has been fueling war machinery. How do you look at these assertions, and what is the way out, if you can give us?
Is it a question about the Ukrainian crisis?
I just want to complete.
I wanted to ask you how this will affect, suppose India has to stop lifting oil from Russia, how will it affect overall relations? In case India is forced to, what impact will it have on relations? Thank you.
First of all, we don't expect that to happen. And the second, whatever happens, we know the challenging circumstances for India, and the point is that this is the true strategic partnership which we are enjoying. That means that we have earned the trust in our relations. Whatever happens, even there are some challenges, even the problems, we are committed to remove them in the relations. We are able to sit together and honestly remove these problems and at least minimize their impact with due respect to national interests. So the problem of sanctions we have seen for many years already. But have a look, our trade is growing. During the recent couple of years, it has increased 7 times. It means that we managed to find the solutions to any challenging situations. Right now, we are at the verge of something historical happening globally. So, because when it comes to the leaders' conversation, probably there is signals that some changes are in the air in the relations between global powers, how we manage the security architecture globally and regionally. And of course, the especially recent telephone call by President Putin to Prime Minister of India, Modi ji, explaining and sharing the information about the recent developments around Ukraine, about this turbulent situation. That means that India matters very much to us. We are sharing, we are coordinating, and we are discussing everything. So we are absolutely capable to find any solution for the mutual satisfaction, because our cooperation, the deepening of our partnership, would help us to grow together. And just to make a small supplement to that, anyone in the world who is valuing its sovereignty and independence is at risk for the pressure from the West. That means just one thing. If West criticizes you, you are doing everything right.
Hi, sir. This is Parikshit from CNBC TV. My question to you would be about oil trade again. In overall growth, if I would ask you about this year, 2025, what is the kind of growth that we're looking in at oil imports from Russia over last year? And secondly, could you give us a sense of the discount levels and what the kind of discounts that Russia is looking to offer in the coming months?
See, total amount of Indian refinery, if I'm not mistaken, 250 million. And 40%.
Wait, is 250 million barrels per day, or what is
million tons.
million tons? This is
Annually in India. And it means that Russia provides 40% from this amount. Practically half. As for discount, see, it's a commercial secret, I think, because it's usually just dialogue between businessmen. And approximately, usually 5%. 5% discount.
5% discount on an average.
Hmm?
On an average.
Yes.
5%.
Yes. it's fluctuating, but nevertheless, usually plus minus.
My question is, all the tariff present politics is going on. What is the upcoming projects, and especially in defense and energy sector between India and Russia? And one more thing, that earlier we have seen so many cultural exchange also, which were supporting the trade, other trades, but now it's missing. So India, you know, that what is the reason and what is the plan for that?
Про энергопроект скажете? Про энергопроект скажете?
Да я понял. As for energy projects, we have different ones, power machines, Hydro, and I mean we have just I can name companies. Power Machine provides equipment for thermal stations. Hydro is elaborating now projects on the north of India in mountain area. Also, oil belongs to energy sector. So practically, energy sector is the most intensively developed between two countries. There are some more companies, but I think 3-4 companies it's enough. Okay?
Я сейчас прокомментирую.